I know that you probably did a post-race interview. I didn't get to hear it, Steve. I'm sorry. But Denny Hamlin was very vocal after that race. He felt that he got ripped off a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah. Denny, I think Denny, and I don't always say this about Denny, I think Denny was very fair with this.
I do too.
He started the interview by saying Ryan Blaney was the just winner of that race. Mm-hmm. Okay? He should have won it before that caution came out. Okay? But this is where I think Denny is NASCAR's worst nightmare to finish second where we're at now. Okay? Mm-hmm. Window net is a safety element of this car. Okay? Tires falling off the car is a safety issue of that car.
No doubt.
Last week, his crew chief lost an appeal to NASCAR about the safety violation of tires falling off the car. Yep. So if there is one person that a safety violation is fresh in the mind of, it's Denny Hamlin. Mm-hmm. And of all people to finish second, that was the worst scenario because Denny is like, he has a safety violation. The window net is down. He gets away with it. My crew chief has a safety violation, and I'm going the next 4 weeks without him.
Right.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
And you sit back and you say, he's right. That's the challenge. So, Denny, I think there's times Denny flies off, and I actually like Denny. I think Denny has become a very, very big, good part of this sport because he is opinionated and he shares it and he gets a lot of debate and a lot of dialogue, and maybe don't even agree with it. I think he does a good job with it. I really think that he laid out his case and presented it well with the qualification that the right man won this race. He should have won it before that caution came out at the end of the race, and we'd have been done with it. So Denny did a nice job with that.
Steve, you know as well as anybody, and, I owned a couple ARCA cars, so I know how hard those window nets are to put back up.
Yeah.
If you just watch the crew members when they try to attach the hook, they have to use both arms and shove that thing back up there to get that baby tight because those window nets are really tight. I don't know how Ryan made that work and how he got away with it, or if he just monkeyed it up there and it held itself. I don't know exactly. Do you?
He monkeyed it up there and was able to get the front clip to clip, the front latch to clip.
Yeah.
The latch, to describe it to people who are not familiar, the latch is very comparable to your seatbelt latch.
Yep.
Where the small part of it is on the window net and the large part of it's mounted to the frame on the roof of the car. And he monkeyed around with the rear of it so that it freed up enough so that he could get the front of it latched. Mm-hmm. That's what So it was latched. The front of it was latched. The rear of it was not. But it was enough to Scott Miller, NASCAR official, said he was swerving the car back and forth on the backstretch and the window net was not falling down. What are we going to do? So, But they know as well as I do that he couldn't. Ryan told me in Victory Lane his left arm was killing him because he was trying to wedge that thing up in there.
Yeah. Well, the bad thing about it is if he would have had a wreck, that could have been a serious deal.
That was Denny's issue.
Yeah.
That was Denny's issue is I'm racing him coming off from turn number 2. He crowds me up into the wall, and we go down the backstretch sideways and bouncing off each other. That was Denny's issue. And this is where Denny presented it very, very well. We had a what-if situation that would not have been good.
Yeah.
He's right. Like a tire coming off a race car. Denny Hamlin's car came off, the tire came off at Dover, and the good news is it did not go up in the grandstand. But it was a what-if, and there's a penalty because of a what-if. Same scenario on the backstretch for Ryan Blaney with that. So that's why, of all people to finish second, Denny was the most interesting because of the recent events. And Denny is going to the Coca-Cola 600 this week without his crew chief, who was sitting out for 4 weeks because of a safety violation. So Denny, of all people, was in finished second. So it was interesting for sure.